Well, here we are as I record this just now, about 24 hours into the declaration of emergency here in Cobb County because of the COVID-19 crisis. And it's very quiet outside 100 Cherokee Street here with the Marietta Square behind me. It appears a lot of folks are heeding that social distancing plea and the declaration of emergency that the chairman signed. He says when it became clear, the numbers told the story.
Currently, the number of people affected by the virus is doubling every 4 days. We must act, and we must act now.
So the declaration of emergency went into effect at noon on Wednesday, and since then there's been a considerable amount of confusion and concern about what's in that declaration, how it affects people's lives. A lot of those questions being answered at the COVID-19 call center down at the Emergency Operations Center, where folks are trying to weed through those questions, answer them to the best of their ability, and let people know this is not a strict curfew. This is something done to try to maintain social distancing throughout the county.
The call center was designed to help people understand what is going on within the county and what the declaration does mean for them. We're getting a lot of calls about essential businesses. What is essential? What is not essential? What could happen with their employment? You know, we can't answer some questions, but we're trying to answer the ones that we can. But mostly just putting people at ease. This is a difficult time and it's an unknown time for all of us. And having that call center there and those people that are available to answer the questions, hopefully will be able to kind of put people in some kind of comfort in this difficult time that we're facing.
And despite some of the concerns and confusion, it does appear that it's working out. Here's some video of my drive in during the peak of rush hour through East Cobb into the city of Marietta, coming right up to Johnson Ferry and Roswell, one of the county's busiest intersections, and it looked like a Sunday. It was a smooth ride in. And here's what it looked like during the peak of the lunch hour in Marietta. A lot of empty spaces, most of the businesses closed. If any restaurants were open, it was just for takeout only. Certainly, again, it looked like a very surreal weekend during the middle of the week here in Cobb County. Dr. Janet Memark has been consulting with the Board of Commissioners and the chairman as well. She makes it clear, listen, when it comes to this COVID-19 situation, this social distancing and now the declaration of emergency that requires people to shelter in place, that is the only tool we have in the fight against this disease.
We have no vaccine and we have no medicine. The only thing we have is to keep people apart to keep transmission from happening. And my hospitals are like almost the backup option at this point, right? If we did well, then we're not getting them into the hospital. If we keep going, then we're going to be taking up all those beds, taking up the ventilators, the doctors, the healthcare workers. So that's my last line in the sand.
So again, your big tool when it comes to figuring out what the declaration of emergency means in Cobb County and how it affects your life is on the website at cobbcounty.org. We've posted the declaration. You can read it. There's also a frequently asked questions section that we're updating as these questions come in. It will show you some of the answers that we're giving people about what this means, what shelter in place means. This is not a curfew. It is not a lockdown. And again, this is the first time we're doing anything like this. So this does not affect everybody's specific instance, but if you read the declaration and get the nuance of it, you'll figure out how to respond to it and how to shelter in place here in Cobb County.